BoDean 52, how are you, folks? You know, many times we are always talking about doing things to our motorcycles, making them a little lighter, a little more sleek. For me, I have a Road Glide Limited. I could just take the touring pack off and it'd be 30 pounds lighter. Or maybe yet, how about I just get 30 pounds lighter? So, I am 6'3", and I am a big guy. And, you know, even though I'm a big guy, I've always had somewhat good health. As a matter of fact, the time I went to the doctor and he says, you know, you have an amazing low blood pressure for a guy your size. My wife says it's because he doesn't give a shit about anything, but she was kidding. She was kidding. But the last time I went to the doctor, he just said, hey, you know, let's watch it here, dude, because you may, you know, get to be a diabetic at some point. You better watch it, right? And I'm like, yeah, you're right. And it was just one of those things. I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to get my shit together. So, haven't been making a big deal of it. Just been eating right, trying to move around a little bit more, and I've lost about 30 pounds. And this video isn't for a pat on the back, because I want to do that one more time. But it is about the impact that it's made on me. Now, as we get older, most of us, come on, be true, most of us get a little bit wider, if you will. And I'm not going to give you a health speech, because I'm not sure that I like it when people give them to me or anybody else. So I am not going there, but I'm going to tell you what it does for me. One thing that has surprised me most, you know, outside of the energy, you know, outside of Mrs. BoDean wanting to have more little BoDeans. I'm kidding. I'm too old for that.
Bite me.
Don't tell her I said that, by the way. Don't tell her I said that. Next thing you know, she'll be like, we can't do that, but we can have cats. By the way, if you have cats, I'll focus in a minute here. If you have cats, if you have 2 cats, I guess it's okay. If you have 3 cats, you're a cat woman or a cat person, whatever. But focus, BoDean, focus. Okay, I'm back at it. But I went back and forth talking about taking the touring pack off this motorcycle. Really for 2 simple reasons. One is I think it looks a little sleeker. Mrs. BoDean really doesn't ride as much as she used to. I would say 3 or 4 times a year at this point. And it lightens up the bike. Well, if I had only known I didn't have to worry about that, just lighten myself up, that would help. So since I have dropped some of that weight, it's just you know, it's cool because it's just kind of a health thing. It's not any gimmick I'm doing, which makes it even better. I have found that I can move the bike around more. I don't care what anybody says. It makes a difference being just 30 pounds lighter. Think about taking 30 pounds off of your motorcycle. Now, Mrs. BoDean's never been a big gal at all, but she has also lost 20 pounds, so she really doesn't need to lose any more weight. But when we're riding, think about that. That's 50 pounds off the motorcycle. It's safer. It's a lot more fun. You can maneuver a lot more. You can ride longer. So I say that health does impact your motorcycle riding. Now, there's a lot of folks that have bad backs, bad knees. Maybe they're getting a little older. They can't hold up a heavy bike. They go to tri-glides or anything else like that. And I think that's fantastic. I want people to ride all the way until their day of their funeral. That's what I say. So health doesn't always have something that maybe you can totally control. But hey, I can control this. And I will tell you, it has made riding a motorcycle much more fun. As a matter of fact, I was at a ride with a bunch of moto vloggers, I don't know, a month or so ago in Ohio. It's called the Ohio Windy 9. And there's a guy by the name of Payne's Rides. and I'll link his channel in the description. And Mike is a super good guy. He was up there with his wife. I would say Mike's probably 50-ish. Sorry, Mike, if I missed that, but let's say 50-ish. And he rides a touring bike, but he also rides a dirt bike. And I've always said, you know, even though I have an adventure bike, I could never do that single track stuff and some of the stuff he does. And I'll tell you what, this dude is in some major shape. There is just no doubt about it. Anonymous Biker USA, I'll link his channel too. Another guy that does some riding that if you're out of shape, you're going to go, man, I don't want to do that. Those guys are crazy. I can't do that. Maybe it's something to inspire to. I mean, those guys really have kept it together. But it's made them, I think, better motorcycle riders. I would love to hear your feedback. Is there something that's made it more difficult for you to ride? Health reasons that's affected your riding? And I'm not trying to get personal, but just how has something that you can or can't do anymore impacted how you ride your motorcycle? And if you're in a super healthy way right now, and maybe you weren't before, how has that impacted your riding? Has it been and impacted your riding like mine? I certainly hope so. So I do hope, no matter where you're at, how tall you are, how big you are, how small you are, that you are healthy, safe, and you're out able to ride your motorcycle in any way that you possibly can. But I appreciate you guys checking in. I don't know where all this traffic has come from. But thanks for checking in, folks. Be safe out there. Check in a friend. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Peace.